Today, I'm not going to share a magic trading strategy with you. I'm not going to reveal a secret indicator that guarantees profits, and I'm definitely not going to promise you'll become a millionaire overnight. The truth is, if there were a shortcut to building wealth through trading, every trader would already be financially free, but that's not how the markets work. The market doesn't test your intelligence nearly as much as it tests your psychology. Every trading day is a battle between your emotions and your decisions. Fear, greed, impatience, and overconfidence have destroyed more trading accounts than bad strategies ever could. Let me ask you a simple question. If I told you that accepting one small loss today could give you the opportunity to earn a much larger profit later, would you accept that loss? Most people would say yes, but when that same loss appears on their trading screen, everything changes. Suddenly they start thinking, maybe the market will turn around. Maybe I should move my stop loss. Maybe I should hold this trade just a little longer. That is the exact moment when a small, manageable loss begins turning into a much bigger mistake. This is where the difference between an average trader and a professional trader begins. Average traders try to avoid losses at all costs. Professional traders learn how to manage them. They understand that losses are not the opposite of success, they are part of the process. Most people only see profitable trades and impressive account balances. They never see the discipline, patience, and hundreds of small decisions that made those results possible. Remember this, the market rewards traders who respect small losses. It protects those who protect their capital. Welcome to Suds Finance University. This channel isn't just about trading strategies. It's about building the mindset, discipline, and emotional control required to succeed in the financial markets. Because before you can master the market, you must first master yourself. Most traders believe their biggest challenge is finding the perfect strategy. They spend hours searching for new indicators, new systems, and new techniques. They keep changing their approach because they believe the next strategy will finally make them successful. But the truth is different. A good strategy can give you an opportunity, but only a strong mindset can help you take advantage of that opportunity. The market does not care about your hopes, your predictions, or your emotions. The market only responds to probability and your ability to make disciplined decisions. Think about your last few trades. How many times did you enter a trade without a proper plan? How many times did you break your own rules because you were afraid of missing a move? How many times did you close a profitable trade too early because you were scared the profit would disappear? And how many times did you hold a losing trade because you believed the market would eventually come back? These mistakes are not caused by a lack of knowledge. They are caused by a lack of emotional control. The market has a unique ability to reveal what is happening inside your mind. If you are impatient, the market will test your patience. If you are greedy, the market will expose your greed. If you are controlled by fear, the market will make every decision feel difficult. The biggest battle in trading is not against the market. It is against yourself. When I started learning about trading psychology, I realized something important. I was not losing because I did not know enough about charts. I was losing because I was making decisions based on emotions. I wanted every trade to be perfect. I wanted every entry to work. I wanted every prediction to be correct. But the market taught me a powerful lesson. No trader can control what the market does. A trader can only control how they respond. The goal of a professional trader is not to predict every move. The goal is to manage risk, protect capital, and stay disciplined when emotions become strong. A single trade does not define your success. One loss does not make you a failure. One win does not make you a genius. Professional traders understand that trading is a long-term game. They focus on making the right decisions again and again, because consistency is built through discipline, not excitement. And this is the mindset that separates successful traders from everyone else. One of the biggest lessons every trader must learn is this: your first job in the market is not to make money. Your first job is to protect your capital. Because if your capital survives, you always have another opportunity. But if you lose your capital because of emotional decisions, even the best strategy in the world cannot help you. Many beginners make the same mistake. They treat every trade like it must become a winner. They feel that a losing trade means they were wrong. But professional traders think differently. They know that a losing trade is simply the cost of doing business. Just like a business owner has expenses, a trader has losses. The difference is that professionals keep those losses small and controlled. Imagine a business owner who notices that a product is not selling. Would they keep wasting money on that product forever? No. They would remove it, learn from the mistake, and focus on better opportunities. But many traders do the opposite. They close profitable trades quickly because they are afraid of losing their gains. Then they hold losing trades for a long time, hoping they will recover. This is one of the biggest psychological traps in trading. Small profits, large losses, and eventually, a damaged account. Professional traders reverse this behavior. They accept small losses quickly and allow profitable trades the time they need to grow. The market does not reward hope. The market rewards discipline. You must understand that every trade is just one possibility among many. No single trade is guaranteed. The question is not, will this trade be a winner? The better question is, did I follow my process correctly? Because if you make the right decision, even when the result is negative, you are still improving as a trader. A loss with discipline is a success. A profit with bad habits is dangerous. Many traders fail because they focus only on the money. They forget that their behavior creates their results. Your habits create your trading future. If you build the habit of following rules, managing risk, and staying patient, your results will eventually improve. But if you build the habit of chasing trades, ignoring risk, and reacting emotionally, the market will eventually expose those weaknesses. This is why trading is not just a financial journey. It is a personal development journey. The market is not only showing you price movements, it is showing you yourself. One of the hardest things for traders to accept is that the market does not care about their opinions. You can have the strongest confidence. You can have the best analysis. You can believe a trade is going to work perfectly. But the market does not move because of what you believe. It moves because of supply, demand, and probability. This realization changed the way many professional traders approach the market. They stopped trying to be right all the time. Instead, they started focusing on managing their risk and making high-quality decisions. Because being wrong is not the problem. Refusing to accept that you are wrong is the problem. A small loss does not destroy a trader. An uncontrolled emotional reaction does. Many traders lose money not because of their first mistake, but because of what they do after that mistake. They remove their stop loss. They increase their position size. They take revenge trades. They try to recover quickly. And one small mistake becomes a chain of emotional decisions. The market does not usually destroy accounts with one bad trade. It destroys accounts through repeated bad habits. That is why self-awareness is one of the most important skills in trading. You need to understand your own patterns. What happens when you lose? Do you become impatient? Do you start searching for another trade immediately? Do you feel the need to prove that you were right? And what happens when you win? Do you become overconfident? Do you start taking bigger risks? Your emotions after a trade can reveal more about you than the trade itself. A professional trader understands that every decision creates a consequence. That is why they protect their mindset as carefully as they protect their money. They know that a calm mind makes better decisions. A stressed mind creates mistakes. This is why patience is such a powerful advantage in trading. The amateur trader feels the need to be active every day. They want to enter every move. They chase every opportunity. But professional traders understand that sometimes the best decision is doing nothing. They wait for the right setup. They wait for the right conditions. They wait because they know that missing a trade is better than forcing a bad trade. Trading is not about being involved in every opportunity. It is about being prepared when the right opportunity appears. And that level of patience is built through discipline. Because in the market, the person who can control their emotions has an advantage over the person who cannot. A professional trader understands one important truth. The market will always create opportunities, but you do not need to take every opportunity. Many traders lose because they feel the pressure to always be in a trade. They see a price move and immediately feel the fear of missing out. They think, if I don't enter right now, I will miss the biggest opportunity. But this mindset creates emotional decisions. The market rewards patience, not urgency. Think about a skilled hunter. A professional hunter does not chase every movement. They wait. They observe. They act only when the right moment appears. Trading is exactly the same. An inexperienced trader reacts to every candle. A professional trader waits for a high probability setup. The difference is not knowledge. The difference is control. One of the biggest changes in my trading mindset happened when I stopped focusing only on profits and started focusing on my decisions. Before every trade, I began asking myself, am I following my rules? Is this a planned opportunity? Or am I trading because I am bored, excited, or afraid of missing out? Those questions completely changed the way I looked at trading. Because sometimes the best trade is the one you decide not to take. Not entering a bad trade is also a profitable decision. Protecting your capital is a form of winning. Many traders believe success comes from finding more opportunities. But professional traders know success comes from avoiding unnecessary mistakes. Every time you protect your capital, you protect your future opportunities. Every time you follow your rules, you strengthen your discipline. Every time you control your emotions, you become a better trader. The market will test you every single day. Sometimes through fear, sometimes through greed, sometimes through impatience, sometimes through overconfidence. But every test has the same answer: discipline. The goal is not to become a trader who never feels emotions. That is impossible. The goal is to become a trader who does not allow emotions to control decisions, because emotions are temporary. But the consequences of emotional decisions can last for a long time. This is why the greatest traders are not those who predict the future perfectly. They are the ones who can stay calm when the future is uncertain. They understand that trading is a game of probabilities. Some trades will win, some trades will lose. But if you follow a strong process consistently, your edge has the chance to work over time. And that is the foundation of professional trading. Not prediction, not luck, not emotion, discipline. One of the biggest breakthroughs in trading comes when you stop trying to control the outcome and start focusing on controlling your actions. Many traders enter the market with one goal. They want to make money. But professional traders have a different mindset. Their first goal is to make the right decisions, because money is the result of good decisions repeated consistently. When you focus only on profit, every trade becomes emotional. A winning trade makes you feel like a genius. A losing trade makes you feel like a failure. And this emotional cycle destroys your ability to think clearly. But when you focus on the process, everything changes. A losing trade is no longer a personal defeat. It is simply information. It tells you that this particular setup did not work this time. That is all. It does not mean you are a bad trader. It does not mean your future is over. It only means one probability did not work in your favor. Professional traders understand this. They do not attach their identity to one trade. They know that a single result does not define them. The real measure of a trader is how consistently they follow their system. This is why trading psychology is more important than most people realize. Your strategy may tell you when to enter. Your strategy may tell you when to exit. But your mindset decides whether you will actually follow those rules. A trader with a simple strategy and strong discipline can outperform a trader with a complex strategy and poor emotional control. Because execution is everything. I learned that the biggest enemy in trading is not the market. It is the voice inside your mind that creates excuses. The voice that says, hold a little longer. Take this trade even though it is not your setup. Recover the loss immediately. That voice feels convincing in the moment. But listening to it repeatedly can destroy years of hard work. The solution is not to remove emotions completely. The solution is to build rules stronger than your emotions. Your trading plan should be stronger than your fear. Your discipline should be stronger than your greed. Your patience should be stronger than your desire for instant results. Because successful trading is not built in one day. It is built through thousands of small decisions. Every time you follow your rules, you become stronger. Every time you control an emotional reaction, you improve. Every time you accept a small loss professionally, you move closer to becoming a consistent trader. The market does not reward the person who wants success the most. It rewards the person who is prepared to handle the journey. A trader's biggest transformation begins when they understand that losses are not something to fear. They are something to manage. Many beginners think losing money means they are failing. But experienced traders see losses differently. A loss is feedback. A loss is information. A loss is a reminder that no trade is guaranteed. The goal of trading is not to win every single time. The goal is to make sure that your winning trades are bigger than your losing trades over time. This is why risk management is the foundation of every successful trader. Without risk management, even the best strategy can fail. With proper risk management, even a losing streak can be survived. Think about it this way. If you lose a small amount on a trade, you still have the ability to recover. You still have another opportunity. You still have the ability to make better decisions. But if you allow one emotional decision to destroy a large part of your account, your options become limited. That is why professional traders respect every single dollar they put into the market. They do not risk money to prove they are right. They risk money only when the opportunity matches their plan. This mindset creates freedom. Because once you stop trying to prove yourself to the market, you stop making emotional decisions. You stop chasing. You stop forcing trades. You start waiting for opportunities that actually make sense. A professional trader does not ask, "How much can I make from this trade?" They ask, "How much am I willing to risk if I am wrong?" That single change in thinking can completely transform your trading. Because protecting your downside gives you the ability to stay in the game long enough for your edge to work. Many people want fast results. They want quick profits. They want immediate success. But the market rewards those who can stay disciplined for years, not those who get excited for a few days. Trading is a long-term journey. The biggest winners are not always the people who take the biggest risks. They are often the people who survive the longest. Because survival creates experience. Experience creates confidence. And confidence built through discipline creates consistency. At Suds Finance University, the goal is not to teach you how to chase money. The goal is to help you understand the mindset behind successful trading. Because once your mind becomes stronger, your decisions become stronger. And stronger decisions create better results. The biggest difference between an average trader and a professional trader is not their knowledge. It is their ability to stay disciplined when things do not go according to plan. Anyone can follow rules when everything is working perfectly. The real test comes when you face a losing streak. When the market moves against you, when your confidence starts to disappear. That is the moment when your true mindset is revealed. Many traders change their strategy after a few losses. They change indicators. They change time frames. They search for a new system. But they never ask the most important question. Did my strategy fail? Or did I fail to follow my strategy? This question can completely change the way you approach trading. Because many times, the problem is not the method. The problem is the execution. A great strategy with poor discipline will fail, but a simple strategy with strong discipline can create consistent results. Professional traders understand that every trade is just one event in a long series of decisions. They do not judge themselves based on one trade. They judge themselves based on their overall process. They know that even the best traders in the world have losing trades. The difference is that successful traders do not allow one loss to affect their next decision. They stay calm. They stay focused. They continue following their plan. This is the power of emotional control. Imagine two traders looking at the same chart. The setup is identical. The price movement is identical. The opportunity is identical. But one trader makes a calm decision based on a plan. The other trader enters because of fear and excitement. The result can be completely different. The chart is the same. The market is the same. The difference is the person behind the decision. This is why your mindset is your greatest trading tool. Not an indicator. Not a prediction. Not a secret strategy. Your ability to control yourself is your real advantage. Every successful trader eventually learns this lesson. The market cannot be controlled, but your actions can be controlled. And when you control your actions, you give yourself the best chance to succeed. This is the foundation of becoming a professional trader. There is a powerful question every trader should ask themselves before entering the market. Am I making this decision because of my plan or because of my emotions? That one question can prevent countless mistakes. Because many bad trades do not happen because traders lack knowledge. They happen because traders lose control at the exact moment they need discipline the most. A trader sees a big move and feels the fear of missing out. They enter late. A trader sees a losing position and feels uncomfortable. They refuse to accept the loss. A trader sees a winning position and becomes afraid. They exit too early. In every situation, emotions try to take control. But professional traders understand that emotions are signals, not instructions. You can feel fear and still follow your plan. You can feel excitement and still remain disciplined. You can feel uncertainty and still make a logical decision. That is what separates professionals from beginners. The goal is not to become emotionless. The goal is to become emotionally controlled. Over time, I learned that the best traders are not the ones who have no fear. They are the ones who know how to act correctly even when fear exists. They understand that every trade has uncertainty. They accept that losses will happen. They accept that not every opportunity will work. And because they accept reality, they make better decisions. The market becomes much easier when you stop fighting what you cannot control. You cannot control the next candle. You cannot control the next market move. You cannot control whether a trade will win or lose. But you can control your risk. You can control your preparation. You can control your discipline. And that is where true confidence comes from. Confidence does not come from winning every trade. Confidence comes from knowing that even if a trade goes wrong, you will still follow your process. A professional trader does not need certainty. They need discipline. Because in trading, consistency is built by doing the right things repeatedly, even when the results are not immediate. The market rewards patience. The market rewards preparation. And most importantly, the market rewards those who have the discipline to stay in control. After years of studying the markets, one lesson becomes clear. Trading success is not created by one perfect trade. It is created by thousands of disciplined decisions. Every time you follow your rules, you build confidence. Every time you control an emotional reaction, you become stronger. Every time you protect your capital, you give yourself another opportunity. The biggest mistake traders make is believing that success comes from finding something outside themselves. They search for the perfect indicator. They search for the perfect strategy. They search for the perfect prediction. But the real breakthrough happens when they realize that the most important tool they need is already with them: their mindset. A disciplined mind can make a simple strategy powerful. An emotional mind can destroy even the best strategy. That is why professional traders spend as much time improving themselves as they do studying charts. They understand that the market is not only a financial challenge. It is a test of patience, discipline, and character. The goal is not to avoid every loss. The goal is to become the type of trader who can handle losses without losing control. Because the trader who can manage losses can survive long enough to experience big opportunities. Remember this: small losses are not your enemy. Uncontrolled emotions are. Your biggest advantage in trading is not knowing what will happen next. Your biggest advantage is knowing how you will respond when anything happens. At Suds Finance University, we believe that successful trading starts from the inside. Master your mind. Control your emotions. Protect your capital. Follow your process. And let consistency create the results. The market will always change. New strategies will come and go. New trends will appear. But one thing will always remain true. The traders who succeed are the ones who learn to control themselves before trying to control the market. Because the greatest weapon in trading is not an indicator. It is your psychology.